What's going on, guys? Appreciate you guys for hopping on today's video. It's going to be a very, very special one. And before I even dive into the juicy part of this video, I want to get you guys prepared. So with that being said, let's make sure we're in a quiet environment so we can be fully locked in for this video. Notebook, pen, paper if need be. And that's because it's going to be just what you guys need to either start or really scale your business to that 100x point where you want to get it to. So for your business, for your sake, make sure we're fully locked in. And don't want to do too much talking, so let's get right to it. I appreciate you guys for hopping on today's video. It's going to be a very, very special one, okay? It's not going to be your typical sourcing video. It's going to be a very unique one. And with that being said, I want you guys to pay very close attention, not for me, but for your sake. And that's because I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I built a $100,000 per month Amazon FBA business as an 18-year-old college dropout in only 120 days. And the crazy part about this is I did that without starting my own brand, without any marketing, without any ads. So yeah, and I hope this video, the main purpose is to inspire you guys who have not started already to start, take action. Time is only going by. And number two, for you guys who have started, to scale higher than where you are so that we can get to those goals, crush those big numbers and work. So with that being said, if you guys don't know who I am or even how I got here, here's a quick backstory about how this all started, okay? If you guys follow me on Instagram, follow me at Ecom. And the reason why I mention that is because you guys would know, if you guys do follow me, I'm an athlete. I'm a basketball player at heart. I'm a hooper at heart. It's my dream. It's my life. It's everything I love, okay? All throughout high school, right? I was a hooper all throughout high school, okay? And the reason why I bring that up is because, that was my thing. I played basketball every single day. It was my love. It was my passion. I was literally married to the game. My best friend, Aaron, at the time, we're still really good boys. He's a D1 athlete. We would be in the gym every single day, constantly grinding, working, day in, day out. No time wasted. Grinding every single day for literal hours every single day. It was crazy, the amount of work we put in. And my main goal is to become a pro. I wanted to either go overseas or go to the NBA. That was my dream. But unfortunately, a lack of confidence always held me back, right? I mean, that was the one thing that always held me back. I was a super athlete. I was banging out, I was dunking, windmills, you name it. I mean, I could do it all. It's just the lack of confidence always held me back, right? It's just the one thing that always held me back. And when it came to the spotlights, I just couldn't do it. And with that being said, to scrape by, I decided to get a job, right? I decided, you know what, let me face reality. Let me just get a job while I finish out high school and go into college, right? As you guys can imagine, I hated that. School was not for me. I was a good academic student. I'd average a 3.8 GPA, but I didn't like it. It was not something I enjoyed. I knew there was more to life than just getting a 50-year job where I could just make a good amount of okay income. I knew there was more to life than just that, right? And I figured, with the work ethic from basketball, right, from that drive, from that love for the game, from that determination, that putting that effort into a business like Amazon, for example, if I could put that same work ethic, that passion in this business, I could make this work. And that's exactly what I did with Amazon. And time after time, money lost, money invested, countless of hours of work, I'm able to have a full-time business that I can build for years and generations to come. Here I am in my office right now. I'm in my own warehouse with this too. I've done this all. I'm now 19. I started at 18, and now I have my own warehouse, my own business flourishing, and I'm still scaling to this day. So it's a blessing in disguise, and there's way more to come. Now, after seeing other people fail on Amazon because they didn't know how to start, scale, or even know what to sell or find products at all, it inspired me because and I'll go over this more in our call, but it really inspired me because I've been in that position where I'm not sure what to find. I'm not sure how to source. I'm not sure how to start the business. I'm not sure how to scale. So knowing that I could make an impact and help people, bypass that, it inspired me to start the Locked In Ecom team. Okay. Now I'm going to explain what the Locked In Ecom team is for. Okay. Now Locked In Ecom team is for those that are struggling on how to find winning products doing online arbitrage. Online arbitrage, for those of you who don't know, is finding products like, your Nike, Puma, New Balance, MAC Cosmetics, your everyday products like that on big name retailers like Kohl's.com, Macy's, Puma, right? You're finding these big products on these big retailers. You're finding it for a discounted price and selling it for a higher price on Amazon. That's what online arbitrage is. Hence the name, online arbitrage, which is also short for OA. Okay. So, if you're struggling to find winning products doing OA, this is for you. Okay. If you're serious about committing to a strategy that can grow your monthly revenue from that 0 to 10K, from that 10K to 50K, from that 50 to 100 and so forth, this is for you, okay? If you're looking for someone to show you exactly what strategies I've used to find thousands of profitable leads, this is for you, okay? If you're tired of going days without finding any profitable leads, I've been there, and I'll go over this more in our video, but I've been there. I know how it feels to go hours without finding profitable inventory, without finding good leads. I've been there. And if that's you, this is for you, okay? If you're not sure where to source or where to find products at all, which kind of goes back to the statement before this is for you, okay? And last but not least, but if you're willing to lock in and put in whatever amounts of time it'll take to make this work, this is for you, okay? Now, on the flip side of things, I want to explain who this is not for, because I don't want to waste anyone's time that might have the wrong ideas or wrong conception about this business, about this as a whole. If you're expecting a get-rich-quick money scheme like it's a 2016 cryptocurrency market bull run to turn 5K to 100K tomorrow, no, this is not for you. Okay, it's not a get-rich-quick. This is a business like any other business. It's gonna take time, investment, work, grind, effort. It's gonna take all of that to grow yourself into the business owner you want to become. So if you're, like I said, if you're expecting a get-rich-quick money scheme, it's not for you. Okay, if you can't dedicate at least 10 hours a week to this business, this ain't for you, okay? And 10 hours a week, that's not even a lot. People do that in a day on their phone, okay? So it's not even a lot at all. Now, if you're not willing to commit to putting time into this at all, if you're expecting a passive income stream to where money's just coming into your hands while you fall asleep and you're making money in your sleep, well, it can get there eventually, but now, no, it can't. It's not going to be like that in the beginning. Almost no business will be like that in the beginning. It's going to take a lot of upfront time, work, effort. So if you're expecting a passive income stream right away, it's not for you, okay? If you're okay with staying stagnant, right? If you're currently doing, let's say $10,000 a month in revenue, not profit, but in revenue a month on your Amazon FBA business, and you don't want to scale past that, it's not for you. Okay, this is for people that want to scale, that want to go to that next level. Okay, or if you're living, a basic life, you're working a 9 to 5, you're going to school, and you don't have any ambition about starting and scaling a business to bring in that extra, additional income to help you get to your goals or anything like that, and you're okay with staying, stagnant, this is not for you. This is for people that want to grow, that want to scale, that want to get to that next level, okay? So if any of these apply to you, in the most respectful and humble way possible, feel free to just hop off this video just to save yourself time, because I don't want to waste your time, okay? Now that we have the guys that are serious about this and that are actually committed and who believe that this is for you based off everything that I've shown you so far, I want to tell you guys the truth about selling on Amazon. That is really not true at all. And that's really, you don't need to be a marketing genius. A lot of guys think when it comes in Amazon, you got to know marketing, you got to have a marketing degree, you got to know X, Y, and Z. No, you don't need any of that. And I'll explain exactly why. It's because we're doing OA, online arbitrage. We're buying and selling brands like, Nike, Dove, Puma, MAC Cosmetics, L'Oreal. We're buying these huge brands at scale that are already spending millions, if not billions of dollars a year on marketing. So if they're spending that much money on marketing, what will our extra $500 to $1,000 do on ads or market? It's not going to do anything. So that's why we don't need to market. That's the best part about this, is we're just simply reselling brands that everyday people already love and use every single day. And that's the best part about this. Like, we don't spend $1 on marketing. So that's the biggest misconception, and it's that you don't need to be a marketing genius at all. Okay? And most people don't even last in this because they can't stay consistent and put in the work to understand a system about finding winning products to sell. Okay? Or they're afraid of failure. Which, before I even dive into that, if you're afraid of failure in general, that's okay. But if you're going to let that be the limiting factor of you starting, then business might not be for you. Because at the end of the day, failure is inevitable. It's a way to grow. It's a way to actually succeed. And it's a way to actually, learn at the end of the day. And to also kind of hop on top of that, most people don't last in this because they don't stick to the basics. They don't double down on what already works. Instead, they rather spread themselves thin with, other things, right? And what I mean by that is a lot of guys, when they see a little bit of success, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. No, double down on what works, go all in on that one thing, that one sourcing strategy, that one product, that one, I don't want to say that one product because you want to diverse yourself, but that one strategy, go all in on that and master one thing at a time instead of spreading yourself thin. And that's why most people don't succeed in this, is because they can't stick to the basics, okay? But I'm going to show you guys exactly, how to start this business from scratch and the key points you need to attack when starting this, okay? And I'm also going to show you guys exactly how to effectively use the specific softwares that I use to find, analyze, and exactly how to source winning products. I'm going to show you guys all of that. Even as far as, leveraging not even my own money, but leveraging other, like credit lines, business funding, leveraging other people's money, leveraging the bank's money to grow this thing into a 6 and 7 figure operation, right? Now, in the beginning, we're not going to get there eventually. It's going to take time to get there, but, we're going to want to leverage, obviously, our own capital in the beginning to get the proof of concept. But once we pass that and once we need to scale, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to leverage other people's money, the bank's money, credit lines, to scale beyond that 6 and 7 figure mark, right? Or to that 7 figure mark. That's the goal, right? So I'm gonna show you guys that. I'm gonna show you guys the exact specific strategy that I've used to discount products down so that I can grow my margin and my profits. So the exact discounting strategy that I've used to not only find products, but how to maximize my margin on them so I can make my profit. I'm gonna show you guys exactly all of that. And if you guys want that person to be you, I will show you exactly what to avoid when sourcing for everyday products, right? So when you're sourcing products, I'm going to show you guys exactly what to avoid, IP complaints, right? Customer reviews, if a price is tanking, if the product is not good, if it's not stable. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to avoid all of that. I'm going to also show you guys exactly how to actually have a skill in finding profitable inventory with certain pointers my students and I use. So certain sourcing strategies, certain sourcing methods, certain, discounting methods, certain loops that I use to maximize my margin, and loop certain discounts to find these profitable products over and over again. I'm gonna show you guys all of that, right? Because it is a strategy at the end of the day. And I'm also, like I said, I'm gonna kind of go on top of this again. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to even go as far as leveraging, like I said, loans, credit lines to expand your business. Because I do want to say, if you do want to hit those big, milestones, you're gonna have to leverage capital, leverage debt, leverage loans, leverage business funding. If you want to get to that point, you're gonna have to leverage that, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to do that. Okay. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to build a system where eventually you can have virtual employees running a lot of this business for you, right? Virtual, like for me, for example, I have employees in the Philippines where they're making buys for me, they're sourcing for me, they're running all of my admin tasks, they're making sure all of my FBM orders are taken care of. I'm going to show you guys how to pretty much put that system in place when the time comes. Obviously, we're going to want to scale in the beginning and get the proof of concept, but when the time comes, I'm going to show you guys how to build that system in place, okay? And in case you don't know me, here's a backstory about how I got here, okay? Like I said, I was an athlete all of my life. I tried to go pro. I would put in day and day work every single day in the gym, on the court, in the weight room every day, right? I mean, here, look, here's me at 5:30 a.m., literally 5:30 a.m., going to the gym before school to get 500 shots up. I would do that every single morning. I was literally married to the game, okay? I'd be in the gym hours alone at night trying to perfect my craft. That would be me every single night. Now, like I said, unfortunately, like a lack of confidence always held me back, right? I mean, after realizing that, I felt lost, and I eventually took a different route, right? And I just figured, you know what? If I can't be confident in this, I'll just move on and I'll just figure something else out, right? And but just after a week of college, I did not want to be the same as everyone else. I did not want to go to school. School was not for me. Here's me in college looking miserable as hell. Like, school wasn't for me. Okay. And after a week of being in college, I knew that if I wanted to be different, I had to operate different. I knew that I had to do something about that. And with that being said, I researched all kinds of businesses while in high school. Literally everything. Your SMMA, your drop shipping, trading, everything. But Amazon FBA stuck to me the most, because when I came across Amazon FBA, I went all in on it. And that's because I knew that if I didn't have to market, if I didn't have to spend money on ads, I just had to resell at scale, I could do that. It's all a hustle at the end of the day. And I knew from the hustle, from my sports, from my work ethic in basketball, translating that into a business, I can make this thing blow up. And that's why I decided to go all in on Amazon. And, the rest is history. Like I said, now I'm a 19-year-old, business owner with my own warehouse, my own office. And I've been able to not only do that for myself, but I've been able to help other people change their lives as well, which I'll dive into that in a little bit as well. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty insane story, and that's exactly why I'm super excited to really just share this thing with you guys. Now, here's my locked-in ecom system that I built through my own trial and error and in-depth strategy on sourcing products, software research / analyzation, and simply helping others break through and scale to 5 figures and eventually 6 figures in under a year. That's what my locked-in ecom system is. Now, I've decided to break it all down for you guys from A to Z in this video, showing you guys exactly how you can do the exact same thing in your business and in your life. Here's me in the Bahamas printing 8K in a day. That trip was so beautiful. And now here's me doing 10K a day in revenue now. So I'm going to break it all down for you guys. And in the following steps, I'm going to outline the entire process from A to Z of what I did for myself and my students to accomplish these exact results. So you can start an online business that works, that allows you to work from anywhere from your computer. Enjoy what real freedom feels like, and actually have confidence in yourself because you were able to commit and bet on yourself and learn the skills of OA, sourcing products, online arbitrage, right? Finding these products, understanding how the whole business works, and how you can actually locate discounted products and resell them on Amazon to make your money. That's the whole goal of this. And that's exactly what I'm going to outline for you guys right now. This is my locked in ecom plan, okay? Locked in ecom is broken down into a few parts that will completely scale your business into what you're desiring to scale into those big 5 and 6 figure month marks, okay? Number one, it's a highly in-depth training modules. In these modules, it's me walking you from simply setting up your account all the way to analyzing softwares, okay? So it's a very in-depth process of how I go about, setting up your account, which is very simple, all the way to analyzing softwares, which comes with analytically determining if it's a good buy or a bad buy based on the softwares. And next, I'm going to show you guys an exact strategy on how to utilize other extensions / softwares to generate income just off of buying products alone, not even the selling aspect, which is pretty crazy to think about, but I make an additional $4K a month passively strictly off of cash back alone. So I'm going to show you guys all of that, and that's number one. Number two, the live sourcing strategy sessions, okay? It's going to be live calls showing you guys exactly how you can replicate what I've done to locate winning products. So live sourcing strategies of me sourcing products on everyday websites like the biggest retailers, as far as the underground retailers, to find products, to discount them down, and all the discounting strategies that I use in my business, they're going to be implemented live. I'm going to be showing you guys live how I source, how I find my products, how I discount them down, all of that from A to Z, okay? Within the live sourcing calls, I'm also going to be breaking down the necessary steps on how to build a system and pretty much where you guys can replenish these winning products as well. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to business, we want to be as consistent as possible. And what I mean by that is we don't want to find one-time hitters and, we just make our profit and then never again. No, we want to make sure we're replenishing our products over and over and over again, because that's how you build a consistent cash flowing business. So I'm going to go over exactly how to build that business into a system so we can get constant and consistent results. The third aspect of Locked in Ecom is the high network community, okay? You're going to be in constant contact with 6 and 7 figure sellers who you can constantly learn from and grow from every single day. And let me tell you, that has been an absolute game changer within my business, is the simple fact that I've been able to grow and learn from some of the biggest sellers on the marketplace. And you're going to have access to just that. Next, you're going to be learning directly from guest speakers on how they were able to scale their business into a life-changing asset. So me, I am very tapped in this community. I'm going to be bringing on guest speakers for you guys to learn from who have done 6 and 7 figures and profit from this business, so you guys can learn, take notes from, and grow from as well, okay? And think about it. You're going to be learning directly from guys that are already crushing it. Think about how much ahead that's going to put you, how much knowledge you're going to get, how much game you're going to understand from this business, how much value you're going to get to actually scale this thing into a 6-figure operation, and so forth. And the best part is you're also going to be in a community where you're networking with people who were in your shoes at one point and now are working for themselves. So you're really going to be surrounded by a bunch of guys that are killing it, crushing it, and scaling it, so you can be just like that eventually as well. And the fourth part to the Locked in Ecom plan is you're going to be in direct working access with me. One-on-one calls to get you set up with all the website lists that you need to begin sourcing from. So the exact websites that I source off, that I've made money from, that I've scaled my business from, you're going to have the exact methods to that. I'm going to put you on all the websites that I've sourced off of, all the discounting methods that I've used, all the coupon strategies that I've used to maximize my margin, everything of that sort. And essentially, I'm going to be giving you guys the exact blueprint that I've used to scale my business so you guys can do the exact same thing within your business. Now, let me show you guys exactly how each part of Locked in Ecom worked for Jason, an example, from doing 0K per month all the way to $25,000 in revenue per month in just a few months of working. Now, the training modules, which is part one of Locked in Ecom. Part one is going to be highly in-depth training modules, like I just said, right? So taking action, setting up the account, and understanding all the basics to Amazon. All the softwares, all the analytics, all pretty much the supplies you're going to need, everything in that aspect. All the way to software breakdown, like I just said, to understand every intrinsic detail within the softwares needed to scale. Because when it comes to this business, you're going to have to understand all the softwares if you want to make things happen, and if you want to actually source profitable inventory, which is what we go over in these modules. We're going to go over all the software details, all the software breakdowns, so you can get everything broken down to a T, okay? Next are the exact strategies on how to efficiently implement the right concepts for growing your inventory, right? So the right sourcing methods, the right sourcing techniques, all the right sourcing strategies that we use, you're going to learn fully within the module so that you can implicate the same things into your business, okay? And of course, we're going to have live sourcing replays of the exact strategy that I've implemented expanding my product catalog. Because when it comes to the business, and if we want to scale, we have to expand our catalog. So I'm going to have literal live sourcing replays for you guys to go over, to review, to see exactly how I've sourced, what I've found, how I've done it, so you guys can do the exact same thing in your business and use the exact same concepts to blow your thing up into a 6 and 7 figure operation. That's all I care about. Okay. And lastly, I'm going to show you guys all the discounting strategies that I've used to maximize my margins into sourcing products online. So I'm going to show you guys all the discounting strats that I've used, all the discounting methods, the discounted gift cards, coupons, everything that I've used to grow my margins and to grow my profits at the end of the day. So that is what the highly in-depth training modules look like for part 1 of Locked in Ecom. And crawling before you can sprint is a crucial concept in business, and that was what part 1 heavily emphasized in Locked in Ecom. But now that we have the general understanding of software analysis as well as product sourcing, part 2 of Locked in Ecom will be exactly what you need to understand the product side of things. Okay? And that is the live sourcing strategy sessions, which is part 2 of Locked in Ecom. The live sourcing strategy sessions are going to be crucial to growing your business into a 6-figure operation. It's going to be a step-by-step analysis breakdown of live sourcing to consistently finding winning products, okay? It's going to be live, exactly what I'm sourcing, how I'm finding products, all that good stuff. And also, a specific plan of action on what discounts per site to use on how to maximize your profits. Because when it comes to sourcing products online, you have to know what discounting methods to use and what discounting strategies to utilize to scale this business, okay? Which also translates to maximizing your profit, right? Because at the end of the day, discounts means maximizing your discounts, which translates to maximizing your profits. Goes hand in hand. Next, we're going to have live breakdown material of softwares needed to understand the velocity of a product. Because when it comes to this business, you need to understand velocity. Because the last thing we want is for all of our money to be tied up in this one product and boom, it's just sitting in our closet not making money. We don't want that. And that's why it's very, 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 very important to understand the softwares needed, because if you don't understand the softwares, you're going to have a hard time scaling. So that's why in our live sourcing strategy sessions, we're going to break down exactly how to maximize all these softwares so you can know the velocity, how fast it's going to sell, how fast we're going to get a quick return on our products, on our money, all that good stuff. We're also going to go over how to utilize specific shipping methods to get the best possible ROI on certain products. Because when it comes to shipping products on Amazon, we want to make sure we're getting the best ROI, aka return on investment, and best profit, which can be a little tricky when it comes to selling. So we're really going to attack what are the best sourcing methods. Are we going to do FBA? Are we going to do FBM? How are we going to attack the certain methods when it comes to shipping? So I'm going to go over exactly when to do FBM, when to do FBA, when you can do both. And that is very important to maximizing not only your ROI and your margin, but really getting a quicker return on your cash flow as well. So I'm going to go over all that with you guys. And last but not least, in the live sourcing strategy sessions, we're going to go over the exact blueprint on what's necessary to run a consistent arbitrage business. Arbitrage is pretty much always on the hunt, and we want to make this business as consistent as humanly possible. And I'm going to go over exactly how to do that, because it's exactly what I've been able to do with myself, as well as my current students that are already crushing it as well. So aside from part 2, I do want to say network, and I've already said this in the past, is your net worth, okay? And this is exactly what part 3 of Locked in Ecom is going to consist of. And within the high network community, you're going to be drowning in opportunity within a network of 6 and 7 figure ecom sellers within the Amazon FBA space. And in this community, you're going to be learning from guys that are already crushing it and who have already scaled their business into a 6 and a 7 figure operation, so that you can avoid the mistakes that they've made and you can grow and learn and be a part of a community to where everybody's making money, everybody's growing, and everybody's killing it. You're also going to be listening to guest speakers that are worth 7 figures who are giving essential tips that they've used to scale their business into a 6 and 7 figure operation. So think about that. You're going to be learning directly from guys who are literally in the position that you want to be in, soak in the knowledge, and reap the rewards. That is the best part about this, is you're going to be learning from guys that are already doing it and already crushing it. And I do want to say, one of the biggest ways that I've grown was socializing with other sellers, okay? And you're going to be in that exact position. You're going to be in an environment where you're learning from other sellers. You're networking. You're hopping on sourcing calls together. Because at the end of the day, I can tell you from personal experience, learning with other sellers and being in a community and growing, and not only just learning for myself, but being in that community, it's only going to help you. Because if you do this by yourself, I promise you, you could possibly get it done, but it's going to be a way bumpier road compared to doing it with other guys who are just as motivated and who are just as hungry. So think about that. You're going to be learning in a community where you're directly in contact with other guys who you can network, source together, and grow together at the end of the day. Every part of Locked in Ecom was every bit of knowledge I needed when I first started. That's exactly why I made this. So not only are you getting those 3 incredible opportunities to help you scale your business, but you and I are going to be in constant contact, okay? Once you're in this, you and myself are going to hop on a one-on-one call to walk you through all the necessary steps needed to get set up with all the online websites my past successful students and I have used and still use till this day to print money every single day. So I'm going to be walking you through all of that in a one-on-one call, getting you set up with all the websites, the discounting strategies that I use, all the coupons that I use for each website, everything on that one-on-one call. And Locked in Ecom is a designed mentorship to completely help people who have either never seen a dollar online all the way to six-figure sellers looking to become seven-figure sellers and so forth. Okay, that's what this is for. From as simple as setting up an Amazon account to as in-depth as learning exactly how to utilize the exact strategies my following students have used to scale, which I'm about to show you right now. Boom, Matthew, for example. He's been in my network that's given him opportunity after opportunity. Kid has been growing with a bunch of other sellers. He's crushing it. Jason, doing over $25,000 in his second month on Amazon within my Locked in Ecom strategy. Kid has been absolutely crushing it. It's been a pleasure to see him grow. It's been fun as shit to see both these guys grow. And the Locked in Ecom network are seeing these numbers before they're even allowed to legally drink. Look at CJ, for example, doing $110,000 in just 8 months in business. And here, let's go to even Omar. He's done what, $20,000 in August alone so far? Dude is absolutely crushing it. He's planning on doing $30K next month alone, and I'm gonna get on top of him. I'm gonna push him to do way more than that. And I can go on and on and on. I mean, you'll notice as one grows, everyone grows. That's the power of connections as well as knowledge from people who are already doing it, like myself and other guys in here that are already crushing it. And a effing motivated network where people want to level their business and lifestyle up in general. Dante sending out $5K worth of cost of goods to Amazon. And we have guys like Jeff doing $21,000 in his first few months on Amazon. We have guys in here absolutely crushing it. Now that you understand exactly how this process works, I have an offer for you. If you're struggling to finding winning products doing online arbitrage, this is for you. If you're craving a community of FBA sellers that can precisely vet your products from profitable or not, I'm telling you, this is for you, okay? And in conjunction with that above, if you're ready to lock in and live the life of freedom that you've wanted and prepared to commit to yourself into a business for your future self and to make the most progress that you've ever made, this is all for you, okay? And in all, if you're wanting to maximize your sourcing and perfect your Amazon store to cross $12,000 per month in 120 days, I have an offer for you guys. If you guys are ambitious, you guys really want to make this happen, you guys really want to work, grind, and take this thing to the next level, I'm inviting you guys to book a one-on-one call with me. I'm going to link that calendar link below. On that link, we're going to hop on a one-on-one call. I'm going to walk you guys through literally everything. I'm going to, number one, see where you guys are at in your current situation, whether you guys are just starting out, looking for your first few batch of products, all the way to stuck at $50,000 a month to wanting to scale to $100,000 a month and so forth. I'm going to go over everything I can do to help you scale your business so that we can get you guys to crushing your goals and growing those orange bars. That's the goal here. So other than that, I appreciate you guys for following along this entire video, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one and look forward to seeing you guys on that call. And let's grow. Let's make some money. We got places to be. See you guys in the next one.